Hi then everyone, I just want to talk you through some basics with Sibelius that will hopefully get you going so you can understand how to start a file, get your instruments up, change your time signature, add some key signatures, accents, oh look, you name it. I'll try and show you very quickly how you do it. So when you open up Sibelius, I'm using Sibelius Ultimate here, but I know Sibelius First will look very similar to this if that's what you're using. What I normally do is, although there are all these inbuilt templates, I normally start with a blank score. Don't double click on this, just click once and it opens up the blank score menu. First thing to do is to add some instruments. So how do you do this? Well, you can either just look through the different categories here. You may find in Sibelius First there's not the full range of instruments, but if you're using Sibelius Ultimate, this is what you'll have, and you can click on an instrument and then add it in. So let's go cornet in B flat, add to score, and in it goes. And you need the instrument to appear over here for it to be in your file. Or you can start typing name of the instrument, clicking it. You must click again, add to score, and in it goes. You get A and B for some instruments because that's for treble clef, bass clef, if it's an instrument that like the piano has the two hands. Once you've done that, press OK, and then you can see the instruments have appeared. Now there's a few other setup things, and it's worth sort of having a bit of a think about this at this point in your composition. You'll be given 4/4 as a default. I won't worry too much about upbeats yet, but it's worth putting a metronome mark in, or if you don't want a metronome mark, you could either click and choose an Italian term for a tempo or an English term for a tempo. It's up to you. I'm just going to go with the metronome mark. And at this point, you could also put in a key signature. Drop down menu gives you your choice. Let's go D major, and then scroll down and then type in your title and name and click create. My computer's a bit slow, so it's taking a moment for the file to be created. It doesn't like me screen videoing and using Sibelius at the same time, but eventually we get there. So the first things that I need to show you are obviously the keypad is absolutely vital. This is where you click in notes. If you lose the keypad, this is what you do. You've got your ribbon across the top of the page here, and the keypad can be found under View. Now, I've got quite a large monitor on my computer at home, and so this will probably show an expanded version of the view that you might get on your monitor. Depends if you're on a laptop, definitely. On your laptop, over in this right hand corner, all of these things are hidden under the word panels. So if you click on panels, this lot will appear as a pop-up menu, and you can see keypad is there. If you lose your keypad, click it back in and it'll pop it in. Or you can press Ctrl-Alt-K as that shortcut shows you there. While you're here, why not also click on Transport, which will get you the play bar or play menu up to fast forward, rewind and play your music. So that's that. Now, obviously you can continue to click in your notes like this. Let's just do this. I have to say I find clicking them in rather slow though. What I do is a mixture of different things. I'm going to change it to a minute there. There's loads of ways of adding in the notes quicker than clicking them in, and you'll soon get used to doing these. Once you put a note in like that, I clicked it in, if you press the letter R for repeat, it'll repeat that note. And of course then you can move it up and down with the arrow keys. Press R for repeat and move in the next one. R for repeat and move in the next one, and then you can change the rhythm of the note and that will appear like that. Even quicker, if you highlight the whole bar and press R, it repeats the whole bar. So there we go. Here's our first two bars. if you click, hold Shift down, and Shift is the sort of like arrow key, the big arrow key on the your computer keyboard, and then click again, it'll highlight a block. Let go of all of that, and then press R, and it'll repeat the whole phrase. There we go. You'll notice I'm already about to run out of bars. So adding a new bar is very easy. That is Control B. And in they go. Loads of bars there now. What else can you do very quickly that you might want to know to get yourselves going in Sibelius? So you can continue to, click more notes in. Like this. Don't worry about Sibelius respacing the score, it just like sort of does that naturally. And I'm going to plonk this line here. There we go. You could add your dynamic markings in. Click the note where you want to add the dynamics in and press Control E. Right mouse button, and here are your standard dynamics. So we're going to start nice and bold with the forte. And then don't forget to add them to the piano as well. The forte there is only for the instrument that you add it to. With the piano, if you add it to the right hand of the piano part, it'll put it in both as well. You've no need to go and add another one down here. So dynamics again, it's Control E, right mouse button. So mezzo forte, a bit quieter, Control E, right mouse button. Can you shortcut that? Yes, you can. Control E, then hold the control button down and type in the dynamic. If you press Control E and just type, you don't get the right font. And I'm fussy about these things. I like it to look good. You can see the difference between the one I've added in wrongly and the one I've added in correctly. So Control E and then hold Control down and then type. What about crescendos, diminuendos? They're really easy to add. So here I'm starting loud, getting a bit softer again. So I probably want a diminuendo in. So click on the note where you want to start the crescendo or diminuendo. For a crescendo it's Shift H, and for a crescendo it's just the letter H. Spacebar makes it grow. There we go. But I want diminuendo, so it's Shift H. Spacebar makes it grow. There you go. So that's going to get a bit quieter, and then again let's do the same again here, Shift H, and then let's finish with a crescendo through the bar. Here I've highlighted the whole bar. I press H for crescendo or hairpin shape, in it goes. Don't forget to add them into the dynamics into the piano as well. They need them too. And then finally we're going to finish our little phrase nice and loud. So Control E for the dynamics, and then hold Control down and type them in. And you can see that as you practice this, you get pretty quick at it. What else could you want to add? You might want to add a slur for a nice smooth shape. So S for slur, in it goes. Spacebar makes it grow. You can alternatively click, Shift, click, highlight the lot, press S for slur, and then let's do that again here. Okay. And don't forget the piano part. In it goes. Technically, a slur does need to go in both hands. The dynamics don't, but on the piano, the slurs probably should. Let's say this was the end of my piece and I wanted the piece to stop. So right mouse button, bar line, final. There we go. And under the right mouse button, there's all sorts of different little options. One little tip with the right mouse button is if you have got something highlighted, or do the right mouse button over the thing you've got highlighted, you get this menu, which is useful. Cut, copy, paste, delete, all of that. If you right mouse button over a bit of space in the screen, like that, you get an entirely different menu. This is the one that's got most of the stuff in that you want. If you want to change your key signature, time signature, clef, add bars on, you can do all sorts through here. You'll notice I've got a load of spare bars. This is a tricky little instruction here, so just really listen out for this one. If you click on a bar and press delete, it'll delete what was in the bar, but it won't remove the bar from the music. I don't really want to do that. If you click on the bar when holding the control button down, it'll highlight the whole bar in purple, and then when you press delete, it won't just delete the notes, it'll delete the lot. There it goes. I've got it back again. How did I get it back again so quickly? I pressed Control Z to undo. So there we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold Control down, click to highlight that, and then I'm going to Shift. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. So hold Control down, click, Shift all the way over here, delete, and I'm left with my final piece. You'll notice that the slurs and the dynamics are in the way of each other. Click and drag. Click and drag. Oh, there you are. That looks a lot smarter. There we go. And here we go. I press play. Yes, sorry about the banality of my little piece. Press the letter L for line. New menu appears. You can add slurs, diminuendos and crescendos in through here as well. I'm going to add in a little writ. So a writ is a slowing down instruction that I'm going to put towards the end of the piece. I'm going to have it slow down through the end of the piece. I'm also going to come over to my keypad and do a few little things. Let's have a nice accent on the last note. Don't forget your piano part as well. And also to have a nice long last note, I'm going to add a pause to it as well. This is a pause symbol here. So click on the note, click on the pause. Don't forget the piano part as well. Back onto the semi-brief here gets you back to the normal keypad. So this time I'm going to press play towards the end. You should hear it slow down. Use the rewind button. I don't want to play the whole piece again. Rewind to where I want to go from. It did slow down a little bit, but I want it to slow down a bit more, so I'm going to drag that back over here so it will slow down earlier now. Another quick tip, click on this note, press P for play, and it will play it. You don't even have to use the transport bar. What happens if you want to hear just your cornet part? Well, if you click in a bar of the cornet to highlight a part in the cornet, now when I press play, it'll play just the cornet. What happens if you want to play just the piano? Click in the bar here, press play. Now, that's annoying because it's only playing the right hand. So, click, hold shift down, click. Highlights both hands. I'm pressing play here by pressing the space bar. Stop by pressing the space bar. There are so many little shortcuts that you'll learn with Sibelius over time. I think that that's probably enough for a first little go. I know you're not going to remember all of those tips all in one go, but the beauty about having the video is that you can watch it back, you can pause it, you can play around with it, you can try and learn a few different Sibelius tricks and tips each time that you have a go with it. Don't forget, obviously, to click File, Save As, and then save the file properly. When you save the file, it will appear as your file name you saved it as up in the top left hand corner of the screen, and there won't be an asterisk by it. When there's an asterisk by the file name, that's because you've done something automatically since you last saved it, and it's just showing you that. Sibelius also has a really good inbuilt autosave facility. Once you download Sibelius, whichever version you're downloading, it will automatically in your file system, your Windows Explorer file system, create a scores folder. And that'll be the default place where it wants to save your file to. You don't have to put it in the scores folder, you can move it to another folder, that's fine. Within your scores folder though, there is a thing called a backup scores folder, and in there you'll find loads of backups where it periodically saves your file each time you're doing something in Sibelius. So if you have like a computer moment, or it crashes, or you think you've lost your file, go delving around in your backup scores file, see if you can find it from there. Look, Just be patient. It takes years to practice using Sibelius. I can remember the first time I used Sibelius was in 1997, which is the year when I was doing my teacher training, and Sibelius was a brand new piece of software back then, and I cut my teeth in it then. So I've been using Sibelius now for 23 years. So I know pretty much every shortcut and tip and trick in the book. If you find you're really struggling with it and you're trying to do something in Sibelius, go on Teams, go and ask the teacher, and pop a question in there, and I'll try and get back to you and give you a hand with it. So hopefully that will help you out and give you a few sort of like opening ideas of how to get on with Sibelius. Thanks.